This Daily Brew is brought to you by Inked Playmats, the official playmat vendor for Roguedeckbuilder.com. Order your own custom playmats today by visiting inkedplaymats.com. And be sure to check out our very own Roguedeckbuilder playmats. Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 2 with the Daily Brew with Rakdos discard. Let's see what we're up against here. Of course, the first match was pretty interesting. I think if that would have been a mono blacklist, we would have been in a bit more of a pickle, as the Gray Merchants would have been much better top decks than the Ghost Council or the Blood Barons. So, anywho, hopefully we don't see a Monsters. I'm thinking Monsters is probably going to be our toughest matchup pre-board. Post-board, we get a lot more answers through the avenues of like more Mizzy Mortars for the Caryatids, or not the Caryatids, the Coursers. Keepable hand. No way we're going to mulligan this. It's a little slow, but hopefully we can find the second land, or second actual black land is what we need. No way we're going to mulligan it though, because we have the Honorable Connections Chanted Pyromaster, which is really good versus... and what did I say? I don't want to go up against monsters, and what do we get? We get a monsters. All right, do you know what? I think that I am going to Temple of Malice here. Well, do you know what? We need to duress and get that stupid Domri out of his hand. So Mizzy Mortars, Reaper. At least we know what we're up against, though. Mizzy Mortars is terrible versus us. We'll just get rid of it. Reaper can't come out this turn. We now have information. And if he drew into something, I swear, which he didn't, he's just going to attack him for 1. And this will allow us to Temple. And, ooh, tempting. We'll put this on the bottom, though. I don't think that Slaughter Games is necessary. I do have to worry about that Reaper. That Reaper is going to be Dreadboard, actually. So, no, I don't have to worry about that Reaper. Because Reaper's going to come out here. He's got 2 cards I don't know about. And then he's got the Mountain Cake. So I only know he's got Reaper. So after this, we only know he's got a Mizzy Mortars. Mizzy Mortars and 2 cards. We'll Dreadboard that guy off. Mogus will be fun. Yep, Dreadbore on the Reaper. And again, hopefully we draw into one. A Mountain to be the ultimate. Blood Crypt or Mountain to be awesome. But again, if he just goes Xenagos here, I could be in a bit of a pickle. Storm Breath, even a bigger pickle, as I don't have any answer for Storm Breath at the moment. And Chandra will be a decent answer, though, because it'll force him to attack into Chandra. Duress is terrible. Unfortunately, we just miss here. This hurts really bad. Just have to put in Honorable Connections. I think we're dead to that Storm Breath Dragon. Duresses will come out. I'll keep the Thought Seizes in. What I really need to draw into is one more removal, one more consistent removal for the Storm Breath Dragon. But if it's like another Storm Breath Dragon, I could just be blown out here. Pelucranos, yeah, I really don't think I'm going to come back from this. Especially with a Guildgate. We have to draw a card here. It's a Mutavault. Mutavault's not going to do it. I die next turn. We will go on to game number 2. All right, so Slaughter Games again. Slaughter Games are actually not too bad. But a lot of times I don't know if we can race it. I'm going to take the Slaughter Games and the Rakdos' returns out. Returns aren't too terrible versus Domri. Dark Betrayal actually does hit the Reaper, but I don't think he's got enough cards that really make that relevant. I don't like Bile Blight either. Mizzy Mortars is fine. It hits enough things in his deck. And Anger of the Gods is actually quite weak as well. Devour Flesh is fine. I mean, so it's going to be Reaper, Pelucranos, Storm Breath Dragon. So, again, Duresses just seem very, very weak. And maybe Slaughter Games are just better, as we can get rid of some of the cards that... Oh, man. I'm going to do a Rakdos return, a Slaughter Games, no Duresses. I guess Anger's okay. It gets rid of, like, Caryatids. And if we have to chain it with a... And maybe Bile Blights are just better if I have to use double Bile Blights. But what does Bile Blight even kill in his deck is the problem. I think Anger of Gods, Rakdos Returns just better. Yeah, I'm going to go for a two Slaughter Games, 2 Rakdos return, and just hopefully get him that way. This is where I wish that, some of these would be Doom Blades rather than Vile Blights, but I guess Monsters is the one matchup we're just going to have to be weak against. I'm going to submit this away. Yes, we'd like to play first. This is a great hand. Double Thoughtseize on Real Connections. No way are we mulliganing this. And we even Rakdos Gilgate. I might just Rakdos Gilgate and then double Thoughtseize the following turn. Because I don't think we need to get anything out of his hand first turn. And this will give us more information. So it's going to be Rakdos Gilgate, double Thoughtseize. And try to hook up that on Real Connections. But again, we need to find some removal. And yeah, I'm going to have to think about the sideboard. This Lifebane Zombies is what I need in here. I'm going to take out a couple Anger of Gods maybe. Like an Anger and a Bile. And maybe even one more Devour Flesh. Or even like another Slaughter Games. Just go 2 of Slaughter Games. And maybe even another Rakdos Return. And yep, I think that's the right play. And then 3 Rakdos Returns probably plenty. And we'll put in the Lifebane Zombies. This will give us a favorable matchup versus Monsters. As it will give us another way to remove a key card out of his hand. Like a Bluchernos, like a Reaper of the Wilds. And he took a while deciding whether he wanted to keep this hand or not. See what he does. See if he's Stomping Grounds, Elvish Mystic. We get to get rid of his whatever he's going for a turn 2 with the double Thoughtseize. Devour Flesh is going to be a very powerful card too, other than it just kills his Elvish Mystic. So I might actually think about Devour Fleshing here. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to Devour Flesh. This way he can't turn 2. The Domri, and we can still get the Domri out of the way with double Thoughtseize. Again, I don't need to get anything out of his hand right now, so more information the merrier. He can't Courser. Courser's pretty rough for us. This is going to be Carotid, and Carotid is just going to be a very weak card. And then we can actually use that Guildgate as well. So we'll Thoughtseize, and we'll definitely get rid of Domri. Oh, jeez. This is just... I kind of wanted to just get rid of Courser and a Domri. It's going to be Domri. I think Domris are the hardest thing to deal with. And I guess Duresses would have worked there. But he gets to put out a Courser here, and hopefully that doesn't get him back in the game. Did he just draw into a third Domri? Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. And he gets a Carotid. Sometimes that's just magic. He still is struggling with finding an answer, or finding a land. And we're finding plenty of lands. Rakdos Return be okay for it to get Domri down. Again, though, he still doesn't have that land. That is insane. So he gets lucky but unlucky at the same time. But he gets to Courser here. Oh, geez. Never mind, he had one on the top. Yeah, that's pretty nutty. I don't think we're going to come back from this game. And does he have another Mystic? Did he draw it? No, he drew into Domri. Gets the Courser. And a Scavenging Ooze. Jeez. Another Mystic. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And we are the land, drawing land of the century. I guess we'll Thoughtseize something out of his deck. It's going to be this Stormbreath Dragon's the hardest thing for me to deal with. But at this point, the Scavenging Ooze is difficult. And it's just going to be insane card advantage with that Courser. I guess the right line of play would have been Thoughtseize the Courser and just let him have the double Domri. But I could have anticipated he drew into a third Domri. And another Blood Crypt. No, did he just play that wrong? I think he played that wrong because that was on top. So get a little bit lucky in that respect. I think Reaper's just going to come out here and he attacks in for 3. I mean, we need some help. We need some major help. off the top of our deck. And that's not major help. That's a land. Put that on the bottom. We'll draw a card. Well, it's a Devour Flesh. 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. He's going to get rid of a lowly elf. And still lets him scry. So that was kind of bad of me to do that. And Pelugrinos off the top now. He draws into and gets a land, so I should have done that the other way around. Yeah. This land flood. It's land flood that gets us there. There's no way we're out of this. And Hero's Downfall wouldn't have done anything. So, anyway, you can't blame the deck for this loss. Again, we are a little bit weak to monsters. I'll adjust that here in the sideboard by getting rid of Rakdos Return, getting rid of Slaughter Games, getting rid of Bile Blight and an Anger of the Gods, and put in 4 Lifebane Zombies in the sideboard. That'll give us a good matchup versus this deck. And again, hopefully we just don't get mana flooded like crazy. I mean, with that Temple, we scried one on the bottom. So again, just insane amounts of lands we just drew there. And I think this matchup's winnable. It's still the same. You can still go the same route that you would go with Mono Black by just keeping them low on creatures. You have Hero's Downfall for their Planeswalkers and whatnot. Anyway, this has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com, brought to you by EatPlayMess.com. Thanks for watching.